Hey everyone, welcome back to Get Cougared. My name is Mitch Cougar, and you know what time it is. It's time for Cougz Reviewz! Alrighty, so we have a very special edition of Cougz Reviewz today because I'm going to be giving you my top 5 films of 2018. Now, some of you may not agree with me, but this is my video and I'll say whatever I feel like saying. Alrighty? Now, coming in at number 5 is Aquaman. Now, the reason I picked Aquaman above all else is I'm only going by the movies that I have reviewed for you. So anything before the middle of the year, when I've really started getting into these videos, I can't really take into account because I can't just go off of nothing. I've given you evidence of why these films are good, and these are the movies I'm going to pick. So number 5 is indeed Aquaman. It's really, really good. It was a fantastic effort from DC, considering they've been so dark and brooding, which, you know, it does make sense for DC films. The fact that they've taken Aquaman into a more fun, light-hearted, but still action-packed movie with incredible CGI and great casting really tips Aquaman into my top 5 films, but it does only come 5th because there were quite a few movies for it that were just as good, if not better, obviously. So Aquaman, number 5 for me. Number 4, just missing out on podium, is Incredibles 2. Now, I picked The Incredibles 2, because I may be a little biased, but Incredibles is probably one of my all-time favorite Disney Pixar films, but they've taken it to another level when it comes to A, Disney movies, B, sequels, and C, movies that span over the course of 10-year production. Do you know what I mean? Going into The Incredibles 2, I was very excited to see what they had in store, and they did not disappoint. It was next level when it came to Incredibles 2, and I think you guys can agree with me. It was just as good, if not far better than the first one, because they took it there, they took it to another level. And that is why The Incredibles 2 is my number 4 pick for my top 5 movies of 2018. Now, let's move on to my top 3. Coming in bronze position is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And I know this is a bit of a curveball. You guys are probably thinking, what is he talking about? Truly, it is quite possibly one of the best films I saw in 2018 because it was so unexpected. The movie, soared beyond all of my expectations. I just thought it was going to be a great cartoon, a great animated film, but it was much more than that. The story was great. The animation was exquisite. The detail that they had for all the different types of animation in the movie itself was insane. It was really refreshing to have a movie that I thought was only going to be okay turn out to be phenomenal. I would go and see it again and again. I highly recommend it to every single one of you. The fact that they've taken a well-known story and franchise and just totally 180'd you on every aspect, I just think is incredible. So Spider-Man is definitely number 3, and it only misses out on top 2 spot realistically because these next 2 films that I'm going to mention were beyond amazing. Alrighty, coming in second this time around, my second movie of the year, second best movie of the year I should say, is Bohemian Rhapsody. Now, everybody knows the tale of Mr. Freddie Mercury. Well, they know who he is anyway. That is why this is number 2. Not everybody knows his story, but now they do. It is a great insight onto what Queen was like as their career was tracking, and where it ended. But more importantly, it was a beautiful imagining of what Freddie's life was like because not everybody knows that side. Nobody did, really. and you really get to delve into what made Freddie Freddie. You know, he was a bit tapped, but he's so interesting. You know, Queen was well before my time, and I'm so excited to have been able to experience what it was like to enjoy that era of Queen, because, you know, I feel like I am a little more invested in what Queen were, because you hear adults rave about Queen and you think, yeah, they're great, but after seeing this, I can honestly and earnestly say they are a phenomenal band, and Freddie Mercury is a phenomenal human being, because that man is incredibly talented. Just watching the final performance of the Live Aid on the movie gave me goosebumps, and to be there would have been incredible. And I loved Bohemian Rhapsody for it. But let's go into my number one pick, my top movie of the year. And I think it is without a doubt no surprise that I've picked A Star Is Born, starring Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. You know, this movie has been done a couple of times before and was even a stage play, I believe. And the fact that it was written in quite an original way, I would say, by making it very modern, was so clever. And casting Lady Gaga was phenomenal. Not a lot of people like Lady Gaga. Not a lot of people are a big fan, unless you are, you know, gay. Like, homosexuals idolize her. With good reason, you know, she's a phenomenal singer and performer. But to go from what people are used to seeing her as, you know, this crazy kind of artist who does crazy things, to totally flip the switch and become a dramatic, poignant actress, you know, it was an incredible movie, and I think we can all agree that it is probably one of the best movies of the year, and some of the best performances on screen we've seen all year from Bradley Cooper and especially Lady Gaga. And I would be very surprised if she didn't win Best Actress at the Oscars this year. But yeah, I'm not going to go into too much about the movie, because I really think it was the best movie of the year that I've seen, and I really want you to see it if you haven't already. And if this doesn't tell you you should, then what are you doing with your life? But yeah, A Star Is Born was definitely my top pick for best movie of 2018, because it delivered on so many levels. I was entertained, I laughed, I cried, I cheered, I got goosebumps. I would see it again and again. And it really, you know, it really birthed an incredible song, which everybody knows by now. It is still being played on the radio to this day. And the movie came out in October. So if that doesn't say great movie to you, then I don't know what will. So yeah, this has been my first top movies of the year. And I hope by the end of this year, 2019, that I will be able to do a countdown of my top 12. So I'll have a top movie every month. All right? So Mitch Cougar here, signing off. Don't forget to subscribe to all of my social medias. Get Cougar on Facebook, Mitch Cougar1 for Word for Snapchat, and Cougz Reviewz with Z's for my Instagram. And all my videos will be uploaded to YouTube as well. Alrighty guys, have a great year. Blah, 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 blah. It's time for Cougz Reviewz!